My name is Charles Hipps. I'm CEO and founder of WCN PLC. We've just finished another one of our Emerging Talent Breakfast Seminars, another fantastic event, extremely well attended, with great presentations from the likes of the Civil Service, John Lewis Partnership, Cornell, and of course ourselves. I really enjoy these events because it's a great networking opportunity and everybody shares their experiences, their success and their failures. One of the things you could find out across the board is that finding great talent is a challenge. What I talked about today was how big data is going to revolutionize the way we recruit emerging talent. I think there are 5 main impacts that big data are going to have. And it was really interesting because at the end of the presentation, I asked the audience which of the 5 was going to be most important to them. And actually, all 5 are really important. I think first of all, big data is going to have a big impact on the diversity of your recruitment, allowing you to recruit diversity that matches your community. Secondly, I think it will allow you to hire 50, let's say, even more candidates that you've never thought of before, candidates that you've overlooked, candidates that you didn't realize were great employees for you. Thirdly, I think that big data will allow you to move more quickly. The audience today talked about how things were getting more and more competitive and how they were having to speed up their processes. The big data tools allow you instantaneously to identify the candidates who are most likely to be promising hires for your organization. Fourthly, of course, it's going to help you as an organization, your recruiters, your line managers, everyone involved in recruiting to save time. And finally, I guess the biggest benefit of all is it's going to improve the quality and retention of your hires and ultimately the performance of your organization. Okay, so how does big data improve diversity? If you think about the way you select hires and candidates, you may be using, for example, or you may be recruiting from certain sources. If we're talking about emerging talent, you may have a number of universities that you particularly visit. You'll of course have your selection criteria, and on top of that, there may be a level of unconscious bias. Put all those factors into the mix, and I challenge you to look at 100 applications, select the ones that you want to hire, and not in some way change the diversity of your hiring population from the population that applied. You know, quite normally a client of ours might, let's say, receive 50% applications from females, but would they hire 50% females? Well, they may hire 60% and therefore have an adverse impact on males, or they may hire 40% females. It's practically impossible for the human brain to both compute who are the candidates we wish to hire and understand the impacts that you're having on all the dimensions of diversity. That could be the socioeconomic ones, the ethnicity, the gender, etc., etc. Well, fortunately for us all, the big data solution, WCN's big data solution, can compute and understand the impact of all these different selection variables on diversity and therefore level out the playing field. I think the other way it can help is, unlike a recruiter, the big data brain has sort of infinite capacity, so we can expose the brain to candidates. So what we can do is allow candidates from all different backgrounds and walks to ask the big data algorithm and solution, what roles in society are going to be the right roles for me? So I think there are kind of multiple ways in which big data is going to break down some of the prejudices and barriers to diversity that matches your community. One of the concerns that people often have is that more automation, more use of things like big data is going to reduce the opportunity for engagement with candidates. Don't candidates want to meet people? Don't people buy people? Yes, of course that's true. My view very much is that I think the big data itself can help with the engagement process, both in terms of better digital engagement, and secondly, actually give you more time to spend engaging with candidates. So let's deal actually with the second of those first. These big data algorithms that we've written, some of them are able instantaneously to identify 30% of the people you're going to hire with a 90% certainty. So it suddenly saves the whole organization and recruiters a lot of time. It focuses your attention immediately on those candidates who are most likely to perform well in your organization and stay with your organization and be engaged in your organization. And therefore allows you to concentrate your human time, your face time, rather than looking at resumes, gives you more of that time back and allows you to focus your face time with those candidates who are really likely to succeed in your organization. So I think that's a massive step forward in terms of engagement. And then the other aspect in terms of digital engagement, we are all used today to a level of personalization when we use the internet. When we purchase on Amazon, Amazon suggests other things we might want to buy. So digital technologies actually learn about the individual. Big data in recruitment, our big data solution understands the person the candidate that they're talking to, and can start to present messages and themes and direct and navigate them to the right roles and right divisions within your business that would really engage them. So I think all in all, big data is also going to have a very positive influence on your ability to engage and hire great talent.